welcome to India today. This is Hesha and I'm in conversation with Mihir Ahuja.
Thank you, Hesha. I'm good. How are you? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everything
you.
all right now only, man.
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of things to ask you. But the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is when I opened your Instagram and I scrolled all the way down to see, so you know college में कुछ talents होते हैं जिनको आप stage पे देखते हो and you know that this one's going to shine. When I saw your feed, I felt exactly that because trust me, I was one of those enthu people myself. Like I want to participate, I want to win this, I want to do that, and I feel that was pretty much your vibe as well.
Yes.
Right? Is that why you came to Bombay to like shine here?
Yeah, it's pretty much. I came to Bombay for acting, and that's the reason I chose my college here. So I applied for every college possible in Bombay because I wanted to like try out acting, and started auditions. So yeah, I got through HR College of Commerce and Economics in Churchgate in a dramatics quota. And then I had to be a part of all the street and stage plays because dramatics quota se hi admission hua tha.
Yeah.
So I had no chance but to like participate in all the street and stage plays. But I enjoyed, like that's what I was here for. And I participated in a lot of fests for the first year, second year of my college, and then I started auditioning. So I think that really helped me boost my confidence. You know, like when you act on stage or when you beatbox on stage, when you dance on stage, when people are watching you, it really helps you as an actor and as a person to like build your confidence.
Yeah.
So I think it really helped me. Like I owe a lot to my college fests for who I am today. Yeah.
Fab. Okay. Another thing which I really wanted to ask you was that as far as girls are concerned, pretty privilege is quite a thing, you know, with most of the girls, right? I think that's also the case for a lot of good-looking men, and you're one, so I'm paying you a compliment. But what I want to ask you is that have you ever felt that in the profession that you are, just particularly because of the way you look, you have felt that you've been probably boxed, so you've only gotten roles that kind of only go ahead with how you look and your demeanor rather than what your inherent talent could actually have?
Actually, I've heard that from people, but I have been very lucky in this. And I always consider myself as a versatile actor. I want to be known as a versatile actor.
Yeah.
So, you know, but actually, in the very beginning of my career, I started getting projects which are very versatile. So I did Feels Like Ishq now for Netflix, in which I played a third guy, a very cute 16-year-old Sardarji. And then I played a terrorist in State of Siege Temple Attack. So I've always done very different roles. Like Jughead is very different from what I was in Made in Heaven.
Yeah.
So those are poles apart, both the characters. So yeah, I mean, I've been lucky that way, and I've not been typecasted in a certain way that okay, you can only do certain kinds of roles.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But when you're like a part of like an ensemble cast, you know, especially when you have star kids, which obviously Archies had, did you ever feel like there's more sort of pressure that you put on yourself to like outdo and perform and showcase your talent?
To be honest, the pressure was there mainly because of Zoya. Because I was like, okay, I was nervous that you know, acting in front of Zoya. But I had already worked with Zoya and Made in Heaven, and that's where she met me, and she told me to audition for the Archies.
Yeah.
I think I was nervous, but that was good nerves in a way. There was no pressure of okay, I'm acting with someone who's coming from a family and have to. There was no pressure as such, and we were all very supportive of each other on set. I remember the first day of shooting, it was only me and Agastya. We were shooting for the song Suno from Archies, and everyone was there on set to cheer us up. So we never had that on set. We have to outdo it or overdo it. We were all pretty much like an ensemble, and it felt like a vacation and not a shoot at all. So, yeah.
But you know what I was asking you was from a very positive space. Basically, when you have people who have been part of families that have delivered such amazing films, okay, so they obviously have that talent, and somewhere down the line they also know how this sort of works. And you are just getting in there.
So
that way.
So yeah, now so of course, like I mean, Agastya, Suhana, Khushi, they were all in the film, and you know, like I've been a fan of Shah Rukh sir, Amit ji, Sridevi, everyone. So I had this pressure that the entire industry is going to watch it.
Correct.
So you have to do your best because I have done films and web series before and shows before कि लोग देखे नहीं है बहुत सारा, but मैं तभी अपना best देता हूँ हर चीज में. But इसमें मतलब कि ये तो सब देखने ही वाले, because everyone from the industry is gonna watch it. So because of course Shah Rukh sir's fan following and Amit ji's fan following and everyone else. So yeah, that was nerve-wracking, but yeah, we prepared and we did a lot of acting workshops and dance workshops. We went through a proper boot camp So you were all like prepared when you went on set. Yeah.
And that's pretty cool, right? The whole part of actually becoming an actor is also that you want eyeballs at you, and then you want people to be like watching you if
Yeah.
it's a theatrical release.
Yeah.
Tell me what's more exciting for you going forward? Like, chalo abhi sab khatam ho gaya hai. Whatever work you've done in 2023 kind of sets like the precedent for what you're going to do now in 2024 and onwards. So tell me about that. What's next for you?
So I wrapped the Archies last year, December. I did some 2-3 films this year. I was lucky enough, touch wood. This is not a word, okay, anyway.
Then we do this.
So I wrapped a film for Yash Raj Films. It's called Vijay 69. It's with Anupam Kherji. It's a story of a man, 69-year-old man, and a young boy, 17-year-old. And it's based on triathlons. So it's a sports film, and we are triathletes in the film. It's a very emotional journey of both of them, and the chemistry between them, and the relationship between like an old man and a young boy.
Yeah.
And how it like it's a very, I don't want to speak much about the plot, but it's a beautiful film. It's directed by Akshay Roy, who directed Meri Pyari Bindu, and Chunky Pandey is also in that film.
Oh, fab. And you also shooting something with Neena Gupta, right?
Yeah, I'm starting that in Jan. It's an Australian film. Australian government is funding that film. They might look for distributors in India later, but it's an Australian film, and I'm playing like an Aussie kid.
Oh,
yeah,
cute.
like an Indian born Aussie. No, yeah, Indian kid, Aussie born. I don't know how to say that or phrase that, but Indian kid who was born in Australia.
Oh,
So,
lovely. How does it feel to be like a young boy in a competitive city like Mumbai? And in a competitive career that you've chosen, huh?
Yeah,
To top it all.
It is stressful. You have to always be up to date, and you have to be present all the time. Yeah, it can be stressful, but so I mean, it's my passion. I'm following my passion after all. So I don't stress a lot. My only stress is what comes with the work. You know, managing everything and all that. But of course, I love acting and I love performing. So yeah, I enjoy this, and that's why I'm doing this, and that's why I've left my hometown, and I'm here in Mumbai to pursue this. Yeah.
What's that one edge that you think you have, probably over everybody else around you, that makes you stand out?
I think my honesty here.
Yeah, I think you're quite honest. I like that. I
Yeah.
don't see when I'm talking to you also, I'm just like, you're very like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
this is who I am, and this is how I work.
Yeah, and for acting, I think you have to be honest even when you're acting. So when actors can't hide anything.
Yeah.
If you are in front of the camera, you have to be honest. Like if you're saying a certain dialogue or something, you have to be honest, and you have to believe that it's your line. It's not a dialogue, but it's your line. It's coming within you, from you.
Yeah.
It originates from you. So you have to be honest. I think being honest as a human being really helps you as an actor as well. So, yeah.
Tell me, you know, when we are preparing for an interview a night prior, we're also all doing our prayer. Ki chalo, ye questions puchenge. This is the research about the actor, about the film, so on and so forth. One day before shoot, what is your day like? Like, do you have sleepless nights? Do you like really hardcore prep? Or you're just like, hey, abhi lines ratte ho gaye, now I'll see.
Hardcore prep begins months and months before the shoot. So now, for example, I'm doing this Australian film. I've been prepping for this since 3 months, 3-4 months. And before the shoot, I want to keep it more relaxed and chill. So one day before the shoot is nothing. I prefer to probably go out and chill in a cafe and probably just read my lines once and not like mug up. Like that's what I used to do in exams in school.
Yeah.
So you used to prepare beforehand, and before the exam day, you have to have that chill mindset so you can perform well tomorrow, be it an exam paper or an acting performance.
Yeah.
So I think the prep begins much before the project starts.
Imagine that you're like mugging up your line and then you go there and you're like frozen. You're like, damn. This happens, right? You're over prepared ho jate, to exams
Yeah,
you're
that
like
happens.
freezing.
I think that has to do a that has to do a lot with theatre. When you perform on stage, you have to have your lines, learn your lines. Acting on camera is different. Of course, you're shooting one scene at a time, and there are, of course, a lot of axis shifts and cuts. So you can, of course, have a look at the lines in between shots also. I mean, yeah, that's. I think there's more nerves when you're doing a stage performance. That's why you have a lot of rehearsals when you are acting on stage.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to give you 5 names. You have to tell me very quickly, in short, in like a sentence, what is that one thing that you learned from them? Okay. So we start off with Zoya Akhtar.
Zoya Akhtar's calm attitude. What do you call a calm in the storm or something? That there's a saying, right?
Yeah, like somebody who's calm in the storm.
Yeah, she's always she knows how to tackle herself in a very chaotic situation. So yeah, I like that about her.
Anupam Kher.
Oh my God, Anupam Kher's versatility as an actor and his Anupam ji is a person who loves having lunch with everyone else. Like he'll give you treats on set. He'll be like, "चल lunch पे चलते हैं, यहाँ चलते हैं." So he's a very मतलब वो सबके साथ lunch करना बैठकर पसंद है. So I like that thing about him that he's always he always enjoys sitting with people and chit chatting and knowing about your life. He's a very good listener as well. So I really enjoy that.
And he speaks so well. His
Yeah.
point of view on life is brilliant.
And he's got a great sense of humor.
And
he's
he
very funny.
reads aura. Has he read yours? Has he ever come and told you something like, "This is what you don't need to do in life anymore"? Like he did that with me in an interview. He said, "I know you're doing this, change it." And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm a fan. I'm coming to you with like my books. Please read my palms."
Just being in his presence is like a motivation for an actor or a person.
He's fab. Khushi Kapoor.
Khushi is, I think, sweetness and calmness again. Like she's very sweet and she's actually very innocent and sweetness and innocent. Yeah.
Chunky Pandey.
Chunky Pandey, but there's so much to learn from him. Yeah. I think his laid back attitude in a good way. He doesn't worry a lot. I mean, he doesn't stress. उनको देख कर ही ऐसे लगता है कि वो ज़्यादा कभी stress नहीं लेते हैं. बिल्कुल मजे में रहते हैं. And he always has a smiling face. He's very chill in life. Yeah.
Agastya.
Agastya's loving nature. I think दिल फेंक इंसान जैसे कहते हैं ना. Archie in the character is also sort of दिल फेंक.
Yeah.
पर वो वैसा दिल फेंक नहीं. He's not two-timing anyone in life. But
he's loving person.
He has a very loving personality. Like whenever he sees me or anyone, he'll just go for a hug. That was the first meeting when I first met Agastya at the Tiger Bibi office. He's like, "Arey Jughead." So I was like, "Arey." The first time I met him, like that was the first meeting. "Arey Jughead, welcome to the Archies." So I mean, I like that thing about him.
And Suhana Khan.
Suhana's, I think she's a good host. She's a very good host and an organizer. She's punctual and she's also very disciplined. And she's very disciplined. She's very disciplined and hardworking. So of course I learned that from her.
These are like good traits to have.
Very
right?
good traits. So also when on set, when we were shooting in OT and we had these dance performances, and we were all tired, sitting in a corner. Okay, and then we see Suhana doing stretches and all these. She's a ballerina, so she does all these stretches and all. And she's always like on the go, she knows that okay, abhi mera shot lagne wala hai, so I have to like stretch and warm up a bit. So I like that thing about her, that she's always like very hardworking.
But great, thank you so much, Mihir, for removing time and chatting
Thank
with
you.
us. I'm looking forward to your future projects and fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Thank you so much.